Hey everyone, we're going to return to our speech anxiety sequence and we're going to add on some ideas about embodiment and connecting our physical being to our emotional and mental being. Prior to this, we have covered some different things. We've talked about breathing exercises and meditation. We also talked about acceptance as a strategy, which may or may not have resonated with you, and that's totally fine. So we're going to return to more of the concrete strategies that you can do. The strategy of acceptance is pretty, like, it's shifting your mindset and your paradigm. This is really something concrete that you can do and add on to your stress relieving activities. So the easiest example of the blending of the mind and the body in this practice is yoga. So maybe some of you have done yoga, maybe some of you have not ever tried yoga. It is something that, ranges from beginner to advanced, but ultimately you can keep it very simple and still get a lot of benefits from it. So I've linked you to a couple different yoga videos on YouTube. And it's really a great way to integrate your mind and your body, your breathing, your mindfulness, just reflecting and being present, and also engaging your body with it. In this video, we're going to talk about power posing and progressive muscle relaxation. So power posing, this is something students really like. It's a really fun idea. And I'll link you to this TED Talk, which is called Your Body Language Shapes Who You Are by Amy Cuddy, who's pictured here. But just to summarize the TED Talk, Amy Cuddy is a social psychologist, and her and a team of researchers did a study and they did an experiment. And they tested how people's body language influenced their cortisol levels, so their stress hormones. They were in an interview setting, and they basically had one group of people sit in a very hunched over, crossing arms, balling up, if that makes sense, like just making themselves feel really small and tense. And that actually increased their cortisol levels. It made them more stressed out as they were going into that interview situation. The other group of participants sat in a very open posture. And I'm not talking about man spreading or anything like that, but really just like sitting back, straight shoulders back, more of an open posture. And I have images to show you what I mean, but just generally sitting in a way that made them look confident. And what they found in this study was that even if the people were not feeling really confident, the way they sat in the waiting room actually lowered their cortisol levels. So their stress was lowered, and they were actually feeling more confident and did better. So it's a really fascinating concept that our brains are responding to what we're doing on the outside. And if you're constantly closing yourself off and making yourself small, you're going to be small. And when you take up space, when you open yourself up, that's when you really can show that you're confident. And she goes through the whole mantra, fake it till you make it, is the idea here, that even if you're not feeling really confident, if you pretend that you are, you actually can feel more confident. So I have some exercises for you to do with this, and I'm not going to have you record yourself do this or anything like that, but I want you to try these. And the idea is, if you do these on a regular basis, especially before stressful events, it can really help with your confidence. So this is what power posing looks like. So there are lots of different examples. You can Google this and see some really weird pictures of the way people are standing and posture in different contexts, but the basic idea is being open, being strong. You see these like Wonder Woman pose. We've got Rar there at the bottom in the middle. So just standing and behaving in a way that's taking up space. And that's what you really want to go for. And nobody has to see you do these in order for it to be effective. So you can do these in private, no one ever has to see it, but consistency is key, and you want to do this often. So try these and let me know how they go. The next thing we're going to talk about is not related to confidence, but it is related to lowering your cortisol and your stress levels. So you may have heard of progressive muscle relaxation. This is something that you can incorporate with a breathing practice or a meditation practice. If you have a regular mindfulness practice, you know how significant it is to integrate the body in that practice. So progressive muscle relaxation is really just an exercise of tensing and untensing different muscles. And the feeling that you get from doing that is just really, really relaxing. And I'm going to play a video for you, and I want you to enjoy it because it is so relaxing and serene. The visuals are awesome. And it's just a really good exercise. And I have some worksheets related to this that are available in Canvas. But with that said, I'm going to bring us over to a progressive muscle relaxation exercise, and I want you to enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Candace Alexander, Director of Health Promotions with the American Lung Association. As a health educator and yoga instructor, I'd like to share some tools to help you stay calm during times of stress. I'll share practices that enable you to cool and calm the nervous system while enhancing clarity, serenity, and deep rest. Today's session is focused on progressive muscle relaxation. So all you'll need is a chair to sit in where your back is well supported and your feet can set flat on the floor. You also can sit on the floor with your knees crossed or lie flat on the floor where your head and knees can be supported. So let's get started. So just taking a moment to check in with the body. That is, making sure that the shoulders are relaxed, that the arms and hands have a place to rest comfortably. And taking in a nice gentle inhalation and letting it go with a sigh. Once again, taking in a slightly deeper but gentle inhalation through the nostrils and again letting it go through the mouth. Perhaps already beginning to feel a sense of softness in the body. So we'll move our attention into the body to release trapped energy and move deeper into total relaxation. Starting with the lower half of the body, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to take in an inhalation, and I want you to create some deliberate stiffness and stretching in the parts of the body that I mentioned. So again, inhaling and deliberately tightening the feet, the legs, the knees, the thighs, the buttocks, the tummy, whole lower half of the body. Hold, hold, tighten, tighten. And now let go. And on the next exhalation, letting go even more. And observe the flood of energy in the legs. And next we'll work with the upper part of the body. As you inhale, again making it deep and hold, tightening the fists, the arms, the shoulders, the chest, the back, the neck, the face, the head. Tighten, tighten more completely. And now let go. And on the next exhalation, letting go completely. Observing the flood of energy in your arms and face and head. And this time, we'll work with the entire body, taking a longer but softer inhalation if you can. And as you hold, tightening the feet, the legs, the knees, the thighs, the buttocks, tummy, chest, back, shoulders, hands, arms, face, neck, head, whole body, tighten, tighten as long as you can, and then let go. On the next exhalation, letting go even more. Observing the feel and flood of energy, extending to all muscles, nerves and cells, the entire body. Just let your whole body melt into the flood of energy that you feel. Let the whole body go limp. Rest in the silence. And slowly feeling yourself as you deepen the breath, rising back to the surface of awareness. Awareness of the physical body and how well the chair or floor support you. The sounds of the room, the air in the room and how it touches your face. And as you feel the impulse beginning to move, perhaps stretching the body as if awakening from a restful nap, when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you for joining us for this practice. If you'd like to know more, go to lung.org or call our lung helpline. Breathe easy.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. And this is something that you can do every night, can help you go to sleep. It's something that you can do quietly in class. You don't have to necessarily scrunch up your face if you don't want to be conspicuous about it. But it is something that you can do quietly, tensing up your foot, tensing up your wrist, that kind of thing. And just that act of tensing up and letting go just sends a rush of relaxation to your brain. So that is all for this video on incorporating your body with your breath, your mindfulness, your meditation, and I hope you enjoyed this.